I'll see you later.
Don't worry about it.
Right time, isn't it? Yeah, yeah, right.
Quick, I want to give you some pump! Right, is that better? Oh, I love this live thing. Yes, the mute was on, Michelle. Can you hear me now? That's a yes then, yeah? Right, let's do this again. Right, take two. This is a little live stream I'm doing just to thank all of my subscribers. I've just recently reached a little bit of a milestone, 300 subscribers. So A big thumbs up to each and every one of you that's supported my channel, and yeah, long may it continue. So this is just a vlog to touch base with you all, and got a little surprise for you a little bit later on, so watch out for that. Right, let's have a look at chat. Hello Michelle, how are you doing? Ricardo, hello. Lisa, my lovely wife, and Crystal, nice to see you, mate. Right, so who won the football then? Was it Man United, I hear? Or was that not to be mentioned? Nice to see you too, Michelle. Thank you very much. Evening, Yorkshire Andy. How do, mate? Nice to see you on the channel. Darren, 123, hi. I can actually see chat tonight. It makes all the difference. Right, I'll just show you something I've been vaping on recently. This is my first tube mech mod, the Thunderheads Creation Tauren, and we've also got the Geek Vape loop on top. I'll just give you a little toot on it. Whoa, yeah, nice little combo that. This loop is a good RDA, by the way. Right, who else we got out there then? I'm quite happy we've even got about 4 or 5 in the chat, so much obliged to you all for that. Right. Mr. Daniel Bennett, how are you doing, my friend? Hear me now? What's everyone vaping on out there? I've got another little beauty here, the Asmodus Zethia single coil RTA, and we've got the Geek Vape Blade, which has got a couple of 21700s in. Both the reviews are on the channel for anyone out there that hasn't seen it yet. It's a top mod and a top single coil RTA. You just need to wick it correctly. So check out the reviews for both of those. What is the Whistler, Ricardo? Yeah, I've got the airflow down a little bit. That's the trouble with some of these RTAs and RDAs. You cut the airflow off and you get a whistle. That's it fully open. Doesn't whistle as much, but the flavour's not quite as good. So is anyone else vaping anything out there? This Tauren mech, though, it really is a good mech. I know I've only got, it's my first one really. Also purchased this Geek Vape Karma kit. This has got the Tsunami 25 on top. I've actually got a couple of really beefy cores on it, which probably isn't the best for a mech because it does have a bit of a slow ramp up time, but we've got the Tsunami 25 and the Karma 2 mech. Now, I've only got this and the Tauren to compare to, but I know for a fact that the Tauren hits harder, and this has got a harder throw on it because you have to hit the hand in the spring. You've got to get it right in the middle. Whereas on this Tauren, you've actually got a little ball bearing inside there, and there's some like tectonic plates that forms into a circle. So you can actually touch it. Wherever you touch it, it will fire. So this is, I highly recommend this, but I've only had it a few days. But watch out for the review. That'll be coming up in the next couple of weeks or so. Just have another two. Evening, Stuart. How are you doing? I think it helps having that black screen on the right-hand side. Yeah, don't mention the football. So, City haven't won the championship then yet? Sorry about that. You don't need to vape then. Passive vaping, is it, Michelle? Right, Darren, he's got a Creator 75C Typhon GTV3 version 3 RTA Strawberry Brulee Cake SD Nano by KV7 RTA. So you got a nice little buffet going on there then, Darren. Nice one, mate. Chris, what you got? You got your Q Mini with the Manta, with the Bruise Brothers Strawberry Shake. That sounds nice. I like that. I haven't actually got the Manta, Chris. That's a good one, isn't it? Yeah, I'm good, thanks, Stu. Datalus, how you doing, brother? Nice of you to join us. Passive vaping, indeed. Right, let's show you what else we've got. I'll do the first looks first. I've shown you two of them. I've also got the Tauren here. I bought it in the copper version, and we've got the Tiger Tech Morph on top. There's no battery in this and no build, but I just thought I'd show you that one because it does look pretty sick. The only trouble with the copper mod, it hits like a train, but it makes your hands smell like 2p bits. So maybe I should have just gone for the straight brass one there. But this other Tauren I've got, this is brass with a Cerakote black coating. Just show you the button on there. So you've got the shield sort of logo going on. This Tauren and the shield and everything's engraved into it. And this is made out of brass. But this is, I love this setup because it doesn't make your hands smell like a 2p coin. So that's always a good thing. Yeah, I purchased them from Vaping 101 in the UK, and they actually sent me some e-liquid. So I've actually got some bought e-liquid here, Candy King, and this is Swedish. And it's actually not too bad. They've also sent me a Slimy Lime, and that's by Fruits or something. And a couple of others free of charge, just because I spent about 80 quid or so. So very good. Right, what else have we got to show you? I'll tell you something I've got. This little copper pipe. Yeah, exactly, Dan. This little package here is a authentic RTA that I've got from 3F Vape. And it's by Marvin, and it's called the Marvin Priest. If you have a look at it, it looks a bit like the Manta or the Reload with the bubble glass on. But this little puppy here, if I take it apart, it's actually, you're probably not going to see it on the camera there, but the paintwork, it came all chipped off. And I put it through the ultrasonic cleaner for about an hour to see if any more came off, but I'm not prepared to actually wick it up. And I emailed 3F Vape and they haven't got back to me, but I basically said that's not good enough for an authentic RTA. But we'll have to see whether they actually get back to me on that, because I did like the look of this. Just show you the build deck. It looks like the Druga style build deck, and the airflow are like these triangular bits that you can undo. And that's called the Marvin Priest. And it cost me $25, so it's not like it's a $10 RTA or anything. But yeah, 3F Vape needs to get back to me on that one, because I'm not prepared to put any e-liquid in it while it's got that issue going on. So that's not very good at all. Right, what else have we got? Anyone saying anything in chat? One, if Yik Yak has still got his still. Oh, right, is that, what's that, a ganja pipe there, Dan, are you talking about? I don't know what 2p coins smell like. I'm in Canada, we don't have pennies anymore. 2p coins, Datalus, are made out of copper, so if you've got a copper mech mod, you'll know what I'm talking about, because in the UK we still have 1p and 2p coins which are made out of copper. But yeah, it does look pretty nice, this does, but it literally just smells like those coins. So yeah, maybe that was a bit of a rookie error, but because it's copper, copper's one of the best conductors you can get, so this actually does hit really hard. I haven't got a battery in it at the moment, or a build, so I'm not going to show you that. But what else have we got in? Right, those Taurens actually come with this nice little holster here, and you get comes in a metal tube that you can unscrew, so that's very good. We've got the MF Vape Loop RDA. It comes in one of those clamshell packages. We have the Karma 2 kit, which comes in this box. And I also have got something else to show you. You may well have seen this one. Oh, you're waiting for the Marvin Priest BF 75C mod to ship from Fast-Tech. Yes, what's this Marvec all about then, Darren? Because that RTA, it looked really good, but the fact that that paint's chipping off is a real big issue for me. So I'm hoping 3F Vape actually reply and do something about that. But here's another RTA I've got. This is the Stage Vape Venus, and if you look at the intricate detailing on that, this RDA up here, and you've got this lovely blue drip tip on here, and it's sitting on top of the blue panelled pulse, and as you can see, I think that's quite a nice little matchup. Just to let you have a look at the deck section on here. So it's got that raised bit in the middle where it squonks out of either side, and the airflow comes from like one side and then the other, so it's basically on the angle like that. So I don't know if you have to position your coils a bit differently, but I've just got them flat at the moment. But I'll give it a little squonk for you. This works better in squonk mode, by the way. I did try it on the mech, but I've got the iJoy 30 amp battery in here, the 2700 in the pulse. So here we go. As you can see, this is one hell of a cloud chucker, because it's only about 20-25 millimeters in height, 24 millimeters in diameter, sits perfectly on the pulse. This is one flavour chaser, so you just keep your eyes peeled for the review, and it's the Stage Vape Venus, and this is the box it comes in. You can purchase this on Vaping 101 in the UK, and it's about $22.99, I believe. But yeah, it really is a nice looking RDA, this one. Just have a quick look inside. We got some doming going on there. Because it's a nice compact design, this is a flavour chaser. One more drag. Yeah, Chris, I thought about sending it back, but I'm going to wait for them to actually reply to me first, mate. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to have to send it back to China, because I want them to, basically, if they ask me to send it back, then fine, but they're going to have to pay for the postage, because at the end of the day, you know, it's their error on this one. If they're sending like dodgy tanks, I wish I got the stainless steel now, because you wouldn't have that issue, but I think it has got a gold-plated deck as well, which isn't the best, because if the black paint's coming off, is the actual gold plating going to come off too? Yeah, that Stage Vape is a nice RDA, Chris. I think this is going to get a positive review, mate, because it's made out of stainless steel. We've got none of the issues that you get from that Marvic. Yeah, that does bug me. Like when you buy a coloured device, you expect the paintwork to be like spot on. Hugo Vapor Squeezer. Yeah, I've seen that one, Stuart, but because it's been reviewed to death already, I thought there's not much point in me getting it. But I know where you're coming from, bro, and they only cost about 20 quid or something, don't they? Or even less than 30 with the RDA. Right, the Marvin RDAs and tube mods are supposed to be good. Don't know about the RTA. I always choose stainless steel, never go for painted. Always have problems, either 5-10 threads or peeling. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Darren, but there are some RTAs I've got. Like this Zestia, the paint job on that is like a car paint. It's like metallic blue. And I can't see this one coming off in a hurry, mate. But I do know where you're coming from with the stainless there. I've got the OBS dual cord here. The OBS Creus dual core, that's in stainless as well, and this is one hell of a good tank as well. If you want to check the review out on the channel for that one too. I'll just plug it in for you. We've got that Swedish Fish flavoured e-liquid in this. It's coming out at 0.18 the coil on this. About 62 watts. As you can hear, it's a bit of a whistle going on there. But yeah, the OBS2 dual core. If you get the wicking right, this is another flavour chasing RTA. Blade on the bottom there. Check out the reviews if you haven't done already. Right. Yeah, you agree with me on that one, Chris. Yeah, nice one, brother. Right, Datalus. You built the Demon Killer Tine I just got last night. It should be renamed the Flaming Nipples. It gets real hot fast, but good flavour. Yeah, that's the thing. Is that one of those tiny little RDAs, is it? Right, if I'm missing anything on chat, feel free to write it again, because I am waffling on a little bit here. Right, what else have we got? So I've told you about the first looks. We got the Marvin Priest RTA, which I've got issues with, so don't expect a review anytime soon. We got the Stage Vape Venus, which is this one here. The Geek Vape Loop. We got the Thunderheads Creation mech mods. We've got it's not that one, it's this one. So we got two of them. We've also got the Karma version 2 kit, and I've got one more first look for you. Right, there's the box it comes in, which isn't much to see there. But if you open it up, I have got one of the elusive coily tools, and it comes with a bag of Haribo sweets as well, for your enjoyment. But this little tool here, you've probably seen some reviews on it. I've probably got that the wrong way around, you can't see. But basically, you've got a grading scale for your legs, like ranging from 8 to 3 millimeters. This helps when you're cutting the core lengths of your legs, and it's a really good invention by Simon Martin on Facebook. So if you want to check out Coily Toil. What's a toil? But he's on Instagram and Facebook. And you can also purchase it from Nature Vape, but he only can do about 10 items per week. So you do need to go on his Facebook page, join the group, and all the details of how to buy it are on there. But I've actually done, what review did I did? I've got 4 reviews coming up this week, and I've done a build using the Cordy tool on this one. This is the Flav RTA, a clone from the original from Alliance Tech. Just show you this one. That's what it looks like inside. I've got a Tricore Fuse Clapton nichrome build on there. But these screws are absolutely ginormous. They're brilliant. And I'm getting on really well with this Flav. The review will be up in the next week to week and a half. So check that out. But I actually used the coily tool on that. And tool even. And so check out that review later in the week. Right, what else on chat? Thought I had a budgie. What were the whistling there, Ricardo? Yeah, the tiny Stuart's a 14mm RDA. I don't want to get any more little ones. I've just reviewed that, what's it called? I can't remember now. Let's have a look at my notes. What did I do? The Y-Star F-Tower and the YFTK Little Bang. They're 18mm little RDAs. They're okay for mouth to lung, but it's not really my style, so I don't really want to buy anything that's 14mm. But I know Eat My Baba or Eat My BB has done a review on that tiny, so check out his channel if you want to see the review on that one. Thought, what was the post this deck, Darren? Yorkshire Andy, you got the coily coming in on Monday. Yeah, it's a very good invention. If I'm going to be doing a review on it, but if you haven't got time to wait, I strongly recommend looking at Nature Vape. He's done an actual review, and he's in joint venture basically with Simon on this, I believe. And he's got his own shop, naturevape.co.uk, and he does a in-depth review of the coily tool, and it shows you all about what you need to know on there. Like I say, I've taken some tips from him already, but I'll do a review in due course because Simon kindly sent that one over free of charge. This is my first bit of free vape gear that I've received here, so thank you very much, Simon Martin, for that. Thoroughly appreciated. And these only cost £5.99 as well, but if you're a rebuilder, strongly recommend getting the coily tool. Look on Facebook and also look on Nature Vape, because you might be able to pick one up on there. And also Nature Vape has its own YouTube channel, so please check that out for the review on the coily tool. All right for combing your hair too, indeed, Lise. Right, Michael Stroberg, hello mate, nice to see you. I haven't tried the Hot Seg Centre because the reviews I saw weren't the best, so I didn't bother buying that one, but I think Grey Haze had it on their site for about £15 the other day. Hot Sig DX75, what's that, a 75C DNA or something? Not seen that one, Michael, the Hot Sig DX75. That's the mod you're talking about, yeah? No, Darren, the coily tool, mate. If you look at Nature Vape's YouTube channel, you can use it. I'll show you a quick demonstration on here. This isn't a postless deck here, but basically if you measure the distance between the two posts where you want the coil to go, in this instance it's 18 millimeters. The coil, the outer diameter is 4 millimeters, and if you take 4 from 18, you get 14 millimeters. Divide it by 2, because we got legs going in the opposite direction, and so that means you get 7 millimeters. So your legs, if you put them at 7 millimeters, it fits in perfectly in this little RTA. So watch out for the review on the Flav RTA that I'm doing, but if you can't wait, check out Nature Vape's YouTube channel, because there's 3 or 4 different ways you can use that coily tool. Also, for decks that have a centre post in them, I don't know if I've got any. I haven't got a deck, but you can use this to measure basically what size legs you want by putting this in the middle of the post. But yeah, I haven't got a deck that's actually like that, so I can't show you it unless we've got the VLS. Now that one's on opposite sides as well. Right, Yorkshire Andy, yep, you've seen that. I can't remember what I was saying, mate. You've seen what, mate? Right, we'll go on to what's coming up for a review this week. Right, you saw on my last live vlog, the Grim Green My Pod. This is by smokingvapor.com. And this is it holds 2 milliliter pods of e-liquid, and the review will be coming up within the next 7 days or so. So please check that out. We also have the Doggy Style Clone RTA, and this one is by SXK, a single core mouth to lung style RTA. It's got a stainless steel 510 drip tip, so if you don't like that, you can put your own ones on. I think it's 22 mil across, but it's got a nice narrow chimney on this and really good flavour. Not sure it's as good as the K-Fun Prime, but check out the review, which is coming up in the next week to a week and a half. Oh, the video on the coily, yeah, from Nature Vape, Andy. Yeah, seems like a nice bloke, and it's a very informative video, that one. Yeah, I saw that review. What, vaping with Vic, you mean? yeah, I'm sure there's nothing wrong with that Centaur by Hot Sig. I just haven't got around to buying it. I can only buy so much, mate, because the stuff I'm reviewing, every item I've got, apart from that coily tool, I've had to purchase. So you have to bear with me. I can't buy everything that's out there. But my favourite single coil RTA is the Zestia for Director Lung and the K-Fun Prime by SXK, which is a clone of the original by Svo Mesto. And I haven't got that one out here to show you. But anyway, what else is coming up for a review this week? We've got this. We've got the clone of the BY VA K7. This is a style, a clone again. And it's from 3F Vape. It's unbranded, but it's made out of stainless steel and a polycarbonate chimney barrel section there, the tank. And it also comes with 2 extra spare barrels. Don't think I've got the box to show you. I'll just show you a quick draw on this. This is a nice one. It's got lots of different parts, so loads of O-rings. It's got 3 airflow reducers in it as well. So please check out, if you like your mouth to lung style RTAs, check out this one. I'll just give you a quick toot. It's got juice flow control on here as well. You can adjust this thing up and down. Sounds a little bit too loud on the mic there, doesn't it? But it's a really good flavour, this one. This is called the BYVA. I can't ever remember the name. Darren, you must know this one. BYKA V7 Nano clone. But this costs $20, which is about £15 from 3FA, and it is one nice flavourful tank. 14.5 watts, and we've got a 1 ohm coil in this. You get 3 different chimney sections, like I say, and loads of spares for $20. So please check out the review. I've got 4 reviews coming up in the next week to a week and a half. So watch this space. We've got the doggy style, we've got the nano here, we've got the Grim Green MyPod, and we also have the Flav RTA. And these are all coming up. I'll just show you a quick go on this Flav. This is one hell of a flavourful. It's a good name, this one. You can squonk into it as well. Like the Gas Mods Nixon, but this one actually works. Ricardo, Vaping 101. The shipping is very fast, mate. If you order that, you'll get it 2 days later normally. But you can pay for expedited delivery if you want to have like first class. I think it's 48-hour second class normally, but it normally comes literally a day after or 2 days after you've ordered. So thoroughly recommended. Vaping 101 in the UK. Grey Haze and SR Vapes are the 3 companies that I recommend in the UK. Datalus, my vaping budget is blown as well. I had 2 mode drop dead last month. Had to replace them. 2 mods drop dead, you mean? Yeah, that's the trouble, Datalus. One thing that I've had for about a year and a half, this cost me £120, this squonk mod here, Lost Vape drone. I don't think you can buy them anymore, or if you can, they're like rocking horse shit. But this is a DNA 250 chip that's been throttled down to 167 watts. But this is probably my favourite device. It's a really good ohm reader on it. All my builds I put on the DNA device, and you know, you're paying £120, but it's lasting you a few years. So you pays your money, you takes your choice. Yeah, Darren, it can do direct to lung as well. The Nano by KA V7, BYKA V7. I find it better in mouth to lung style though, mate. I tried a couple of fused Claptons in here, and because the chimney section, that really narrow board that goes up the top, I think it's more suited to your loose mouth to lung, is the way I rock it. But yeah, you can try your direct to lung in it, but I think it's I personally think the Nano is better suited for mouth along. Hey, Orion's Braces, how you doing, brother? Is there an Alan in the house as well, or is that Orion? Right, something else that I'm awaiting delivery for, guys. We've got the Rage Squonker, which is another dual 18650 Squonker by Ownboy OC. Now, I got it in the UK from, I think it was Vapor Cloud, something like that. I can't remember the name of the website now. But it was £100. And if you paid an extra 20, you got a gold Recoil Rebel RDA. As well, so obviously I had to go for that because I haven't got the Recoil Rebel. That normally retails at £50 or so. But we got the Rage Squonker that should be shipped next week for me, and I've got it in a pearl white, so I'm really looking forward to that. So watch this space for the review on that one, guys. Just bear with me, the phone is going, just 2 seconds. Please. Sorry about that, guys. The phone rang. I think that was the father-in-law, so I've just passed it on to Lisa. Oh, you can get a wider bore chimney, can you, Darren, for that Nano? Anyway, I'm not trying to be rude or anything. Sorry about that. The telephone, I had to pass it on to Lisa. Let's try a bit of this Swedish Fish in the Geek Vape loop. I'll just show you the build deck on here. You can't see because it's full of cotton, and I've got a couple of tricore fused in there. It's not the best mech build. You're better off using round wire because it ramps up better, but I thought I'd just check out to see what this could actually fit in it. I won't tell you what ohms I'm running it at, but it is within the safety range of the mech mod. I've got a 30 amp battery in here, iJoy. So let's give you a toot on this Swedish Fish. For anyone that's just joined us, this is the Thunderhead's Creation Tauren mech mod, and we've got the Geek Vape loop on top. So keep your eyes peeled for the reviews on this. This mech is tremendous. It's got a ball bearing inside there, and you can press it wherever and it will fire. But yeah, I did explain it at the start of the video for anyone that's just joining me. But yeah, let's give it one more puff. You can buy larger sized tanks and chimney chamber section on its own via Vape Systems RU, Belarus, although the clones are only sold in nano side with the chimney. Oh, I see what you mean, Darren. To tell you the truth, mate, I'm happy with this nano the way it is anyway. If I want a direct to lung, I'll buy something like the Zestia or something like that. But I'm sure the flavour is good, but I think it's a bit out of my budget because the original, how much is it? About £100, €140, something like that. Is Mr. Vapor's Vault in the house? Hey, Mr. Tam. I forgot I haven't put any moderators on here. Has Lisa done it for me? Oh, you're already a moderator. That must have been from last time, was it, Tam? How you doing, bro? Yeah, I think he has got a patent, mate. It's definitely copyrighted anyway. But it is a really good tool. So please watch out for my review on that coily tool. Obviously, I've got to learn myself how to use it for the sort of builds that I do. But the Flav RTA is one of the ones that I'm reviewing. This will be coming up in the next week to a week and a half. And I do use the coily tool on that. So please watch out for that one. Right, so I've mentioned we've got the Rage Squonker Dual 18650 coming soon. I've also ordered a clone of the 502 by Jay Hayes, so I can't wait to get that. $9.88, $12 delivered, I think it was, from Fastech. I think it's not yet arrived there, but when it is, I'm going to be testing that out and doing a review. Because if they've managed to clone that, that's $105 or something, the original. So yeah, the 502 clone is coming to MF Vape. We've also got the SXK Armour version 2, and that's another clone RDA, 22mm in diameter, and that looks like a nice little one. It looks like you can do dual coils in that one, so check that one out on 3F Vape. And we've also got, this one might interest some of you folks out there, especially if you own something like the drone, because this mod here can fit up to 40mm RDAs. And I've got the Kindbright, which is another clone company like SXK and YFTK. I've got the Kindbright Warhead 30mm RDA, and it's got a squonk pin included. So I can't wait to get that one, because that's going to sit on top of this little drone. So I'll be testing that one out, and we'll have a review for that one coming out in the next few weeks. Nice to see you on here, Tam. Right, are there any questions from anyone in the audience? I should probably ask that in a bit. I've got something else to announce today. I've got two things to announce, in fact. The first thing is I'm going to be on Goober Vapes' channel tomorrow night. Let's see if I can find it on my paperwork. Where is it? Can't quite find my notes now. Right, yeah, tomorrow night, Goober Vapes, Goober Vapes. Go check out his channel. He is doing a live vlog at 7:30 UK time or 12:30 Mountain time over in the US. I think he's based out in Utah. And he's got a very special guest on there. It's not me, but I am going to be on there. But we've got Jennifer Bergen-Coleman from CASAA, which is an acronym for CASAA, which is an advocacy group in the United States, because obviously in the States they're having all sorts of dramas with vaping out there. The FDA and the authorities, if they could have it their way, they'd be banning it because of the revenue they gain from the tobacco industry. So Jennifer Bergen-Coleman will be on his show tomorrow night, and I will be joining him. So that's at 7:30 tomorrow night, guys. Goober Vapes. Right, hello to all the 17 people out there. For anyone that's just joined me, just been doing the first looks, what's coming up for review in the next week or two, and also the stuff that's in the pipeline that's coming in after that. But the main reason for this vlog, now I suggest that you stay tuned in for this one, especially if you like a giveaway, because I'm just going to have a swig on my cider. Thanks, Michael, for that about the clone situation there, brother. I know it's controversial, but you know, I'm not paid mega bucks. I do all this for free. All the items I review, I've been purchased myself, apart from the coily tool, which got given to me free. But I'll continue to review clones while they're out there. There's some good quality clones as well. So yeah, I'll be carrying on that. But going back to the giveaway, I recently got to 300, well, it was 200 subs, actually. And this leads me on to a shout out. I'm going to shout out Vaping with Vic. He's a UK reviewer. And every week or so on a Sunday night, he'll do a shout out for like an up and coming reviewer such as myself or some other reviewers who haven't got too many subs. And he'll do a shout out if you think they're worth actually watching. And that's what he did. I don't know if it's last Sunday or the Sunday before, but big thumbs up to you, Vic, if you are watching this. I fully appreciate it, mate. I was on about 196 subscribers before he did that. And a couple of days later, I was on 250. So thank you very much for that, Vic. I appreciate it. And since then, I've been getting a steady stream. I normally get 2 or 3 subscribers a day. So big thumbs up to all of you out there that have subscribed. But I've now hit 300. Now, I was going to do the giveaway at 200. But we're now on 300, so I better call it the 300 subscriber giveaway. So in one puff second, I'll tell you what we're going to give away and what you have to do to enter. Just having a little drag on the flavour RTA. This is a flavour chaser. Lovely. Right. So I haven't even worked out the question yet, but I think what I'm going to do is it's going to be open from basically now, this competition, until Thursday night, 6 PM or 1800 hours UK time. It'll be cut off. And then I'll hopefully be announcing the winner on Friday, next Friday, which, let's have a look at the calendar on here. Let's see if I can find up my phone, because that's not working. Friday the 20th, that weekend commencing, the 20th to the 22nd, I'll be announcing the giveaway winner, all things being good. But I am going to watch Crystal Palace play Brighton on Saturday, so it depends on if I can get it uploaded on Friday, but it might be on Sunday. So anyway, yeah, the competition is going to be open, and what you need to do is, after this video has been run, I want you to leave one comment and one comment only. And on that comment, I want you to say what your preferred setup is for vaping. It can be like the mod, like whether you use a sub-ohm tank or an RTA or an RDA or a starter kit or a pod device, whatever you use, put it in the comment. And also your favourite e-liquid flavour. You don't have to put the brand, just whatever, like raspberry, chocolate, coffee, onion, whatever you feel like doing, put it in there. So the question, you do one comment only. If you do more than one comment, you will be disqualified. So even if you say nice live vlog mic, it's going to count as another comment. So if you're going to say that, put it in the one comment, but just put your favourite device, your setup that you use. It could be a pod, it could be like an all-in-one kit or a device, RDA, whatever, and then your favourite e-liquid as well. And just the one comment after this video is streamed, if you could do that, and then next Thursday night at 6 PM, I'll cut it off, I'll do a YouTube randomizer, and I'll record it, and the lucky winner is going to win the following items. Right, first up for grabs, we have the Pulse 22 bottom feeding RDA. Now this is used, all these items are used or extra review samples. The one I've got, thank you on the congratulations there, Datalus. I'm just ignoring the chat for the time being. We've got the Pulse 22. Now this one has got a few chips on it because the paintwork isn't brilliant, but you've got the Ultim cap, you've also got the spare Delrin drip tip, and there's a bag of spares in there as well. So that's first up on the giveaway, the Pulse 22 by a Tony B project, which is the Vapor Trail channel, and Vandy Vape. So that is number one on your list. Shout out to Darren123, just digressing, and thank you for the subs, mate. It's Darren's birthday, is 20, on the 20th of April is his birthday, so yeah, congratulations, mate. Right, are you still listening, guys? We have, next on the giveaway list, we have a Smock TF Baby Beast. Now this is in purple, so that's just what we've got. This is also an extra review sample, but there you can see it. We've got spare glass and one spare core. I've used the other core and I've cleaned it out with the ultrasonic cleaner. I have done with all of these tanks. So we've got the Smock Baby Beast and we've got the Pulse BF Squonkable RDA. And we've also got some other goodies for you. Right, this is the Gas Mods Nixon. Let's put it the right way up. This is an extra review sample. I didn't get on with it that greatly, so it's going to go to one of you guys. It's a Squonkable RDTA. Now this has got good flavour on it, and if you can persevere with the wicking and build it correctly, you'll probably get great flavour. But the Gas Mods Nixon is going into this giveaway too. Now I'd recommend watching someone like Daniel DJ LSB Vapes, because he really rates this, whereas I didn't particularly rate it that much. But if you watch some other reviews, they might tell you how to build it properly. Right, we also have Stuart, it's coming, mate. We also have the Enoch 4-bay charger here, and this charges your 21700s, your 2700s and 18650s. And I won this in a competition on the Vapors Cafe forum, and I was keeping it because I thought it might come in handy, but I've decided I'm going to give it away. So I'm not sure how much it is, but Torchy the battery boy in the UK, he's a renowned battery tester and stuff. He gave this to me, so I'm presuming it's a decent little battery charger. But it's probably going to cost you at least £20. So that is going into the giveaway, and it's got a USB charging cable, so you just need to get a USB plug to plug it into. But yeah, that is up for grabs. I'll just take it out of the packaging for you. This is what it looks like. So yeah, the Enoch E4 4-bay charger is up for grabs. Right, is anyone still listening? Michelle, the pens will become new expo. You just got to make sure you come there. Right, what else would you like, guys? Right, we have got an elusive MF Vape t-shirt here. Now, I've only got a couple of these, so you're basically going to have it in large, because I haven't ordered any more. So if you're small and large, doesn't matter, just wear it like a gangster or someone, you know. So we've got the large MF Vape t-shirt. I'm not going to take it out of the packaging because it's all sealed and brand new for you. So that's going in the giveaway too. What else was it? Just bear with me. And we also have, right, are you ready for this one, Stuart? We have the MF Vape pen, and that's going to go into the giveaway too. What colour is it? Nice black ballpoint pen for you guys with the MF Vape branding on there. And that is it for the giveaway, guys. So just to clarify, we've got the Pulse 22 BF Squonkable Atomizer. We have the Smock TFV8 Baby Beast in purple for you, with one spare coil and an extra glass. We have the Gas Mods Nixon RDTA. It's a nice little tank, this one, if you can get it to wick properly. And we also have the Enoch E4 4-bay battery charger. And a couple of special items. We have the MF Vape t-shirt and the MF Vape pen. So that is that for the giveaway. So to clarify what you need to do, I forgot 2 things, so I'm going to say it now. You need to be a subscriber to the channel. You need to like this video. That's the first 2 things you need to have to do. And you also need to make one comment only, when this video is finished streaming. Find the comment section and write a comment saying your favourite setup, whether it be a all-in-one kit, mod with a tank, mod with a RDA or an RTA, and your favourite e-liquid flavour. And leave that, when this video is finished streaming, leave that, and then next Thursday night I'll cut it off at 1800 hours or 6 PM, and then the draw will be taking place over the weekend, so you'll have to bear with me, I'll just let you know. But the cut-off point is 1800 hours next Thursday. So that is that. Right, let's get back to the chat. Yeah, am I allowed to carry on past 8:30 on this one? Because I don't think Steve is doing his show. Stage Vape Venus here, if you're interested, guys. Got it on the Pulse BF box mod. This is one hell of a good flavour tank for anyone recently joining us. Just show you the build deck. You got this airflow which comes basically from the sides on either side, but it is a really nice flavourful tank, this one, RDA. Mr. Philip Keats, how you doing, brother? I hear Man United one, mate. You must be over the moon. Right then, guys, you're in the chat. Is there anything you would like to ask me? It'd be good if you could ask me some questions, because I've run out of things to say now. I've got a little bit else to say, but not too much. Nice to see you, Phil. Come on, there must be something out there. Goober Vapes. Nice to see you, brother. Gave you a little shout out earlier, mate. I mentioned the live vlog that we're doing tomorrow night. Anyone that's just joining us, Goober Vapes, that's the man you need to click on. Click on his channel. He's got about 70 or 80 plus subscribers on there. Really nice bloke from Utah in the United States. And he's got Jennifer Berger Coleman coming on from Kazaa, or CASAA, which is an acronym for the advocacy group out in the United States. And it's on from 7:30 UK time tomorrow night, or 12:30 Mountain time in the US. Mr. Goober Vapes, check out the channel tomorrow night. It'd be good to see you all on there. And I'll have to actually be serious for once and ask some serious questions. Right, Datalus, if anyone's looking for a build map, Fast Stickers Vanny Vape large build map is $6. Nice map that will not break the bank. Thanks for that one, Darius. Datalus even. Michael, can you recommend some affordable pre-made coils? Don't all ask me the questions at the same time, because I'll just lose them all. I'll do the shoe size. I'm a size 10 or a 9 in shoes, 10 in trainers. There you go, Michelle. Nice to see you, Michelle. Thank you for that. Right, Michael Stroberg. I'm going to show you some of my recommended coils. Right, and here's the first of them. This is by a company called Coilology, and we've got Tricor Fuse Claptons. These are NI80, 3 times 26 gauge over and a 36 gauge over the top, and they come out to about 0.21 ohm per coil. Now these are brilliant in your RDAs or your RTAs for that matter. you've got lovely. These cost me about £3 for 10 as well, 30p a coil. Got it from Vaping 101 in the UK, but you can buy them in China or in America, I believe. So that's my first recommendation there. Really good coils. They hit hard and yeah, just very good. I use them in a lot of my RTAs. In fact, right, let's just show any newcomers out there. I've got a couple of them in this Geek Vape loop at the moment on this mech mod. Let's juice it up a minute. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend. It's coming out about 0.11 ohms, I think. So I wouldn't recommend doing that on a tube, but I'm only going to do 1 or 2 pulls. That is what we're playing with these Coilology calls. They're actually phenomenal. Really nice flavour on them as well. Right, Ricardo, best RDA for beginners. That's a good one. Anything with a velocity style deck on it, I would say. I don't know if I've got anything. This OBS Creas 2 has got a similar to a velocity deck on it, but it's got this zirconia block and a single screw at the top. But basically you just have one leg that goes up like that and the other one down the bottom. Put it in like that and then you do the same on the other side. And on the Creas 2 RTA, you just tighten down one screw and it's very simple to build them. Just need to make sure you snip your legs to the right length, either before or afterwards. So something with a velocity style deck I would recommend, but others in chat may have some other alternatives for you. Yeah, Chris Grimes, I've also got some of his coils, but they do cost £6 to £8 each. So if you've got some money, then go for them. They are really good coils. But you know, if you're on a budget, the Coilology ones are really good. And you can also get these stainless steel multi-strand fused Clapton coils here from Coilology. £3 for 10 coils. But if you're feeling a bit flush, yes, Chris Grimes in the UK, you go onto his Instagram feed or Twitter, I believe, and you can order the coils on there. And he does it bespoke to what you want. So if you want a cantho inner with an nichrome outer or stainless steel or whatever, he'll do them to your customization. So they are good, but they cost £6 to £8 per coil. Whereas if you want mass produced, these Coilology ones are really good. I've also got some Coilology wire that's already been made into like a tricore fused Clapton. You can buy it in like that, or I've got some fused Clapton wire as well. So you just snip it off and roll it up yourself. Yeah, Datalus, this OBS is really nice, mate. The only snag I have is when you're filling it up, because you've got to fill it through this little port here. Not all of your tips on your bottles are going to fit. Like, I'm using one like this, and sometimes you get an air bubble that happens and it goes everywhere. Or you just be a numpty like that and pour it everywhere. But yeah, anyone out there who wants an easy to build dual coil RTA, this OBS Creas 2 dual coil, the review is up in my channel. Also the blade mod is as well. But this is one hell of a good flavour chasing RTA. Question from Darren 123. Right, where's the question? Let's have a look. Hang on. Sorry guys, I can't keep up the chat on here. Darren 123, I can't see your question, mate, because it won't let me scroll up. Can you say it again, please? But Sub Vapes, I can see your question on there. What charger am I using? Right, I've got a 6-bay EFES charger that does 21700, 2700 and 18650s. Much like this Enoch one that I'm giving away does. And for anyone that's just joining us, I have explained on this live video, there is a giveaway, and you need to watch the whole video back, and I'll explain all you need to know in this actual live vlog. But yeah, it's an EFES Lux 6 Bluetooth version I've got sub vapes. Darren Lester, how you doing, brother? Right, Darren 123, what was your question, mate? Right, what's favourite build on single coil bottom feeder? That's why I gave up on OBS. That filling in the rush is messy. Single coil BF. Have I got any here? Got none in here. To tell the truth, Darren, I like to use fat fused Claptons or tricores on anything that I use. I find that round wire doesn't give me the flavour. But I know if you're using mix, stuff like that, really a nice low gauge round wire is best for the ramp up time and stuff like that. But on a bottom feed, single coil bottom feeder, like in my Supersonic, I think I have a stainless steel tricore fused Clapton ohming out about 0.18, 0.2 ohms, just one coil. And I just think the flavour is supersonic on the Supersonic. But yeah. On this one here, the Flav RTA, which is coming up for a review very shortly, I've got one of those Nichrome 80 tricore fused Claptons from Coilology. And it's also, Nichrome ramps up very quickly as well. This is what we're playing with this. Yeah, the OBS, I had the OBS Nano as well, Darren, the single coil RTA. And I found that a little bit finicky with the wicking. It sometimes didn't keep up with the wicking because it's like a GTA style, similar to one anyway. Top airflow. If you got the wicking spot on, it was lovely, but I gave up on it in the end because I was getting dry hits because you can't pump more than about 37 watts through it. But this Flavor RDTA that I've got here, this cost me $10, I believe it was, on 3F Vape. It was on a special, but you can get it for $12 still. This is phenomenal. What's been Goober doing on chat? I'm missing something here. Nice one, Tam, for putting Goober's channel on the live feed. Appreciate that, brother. Darren, so you're using the old tricore fused as well? Yeah, you can't beat them, mate. These Coilology cores, you can also get them. Oh, they've gone everywhere now. Back in live television. If you want to check it out, Vaping 101 in the UK had these performance cores here. If you look on there, you've got 6 varieties of coils. You get 42 coils, and Vaping 101 had them on there for £8.99 the other day. Now in dollars, it's about $12 or $13. If you want to check out whether it does fused Claptons, tricores, you can do it. They either do stainless steel or Nichrome 80 version as well. but you've got fuse Clapton tricore fuse, staple, frame staple, multi-strand fuse Clapton and chain link, and also juggernauts. So if you want to check out a variety of coils, I strongly recommend getting these performance coils by Coilology. You can pick them up between like £9 and £15 in the UK. But to tell the truth, the difference between that and the proper handmade ones, yeah, they are nicer, the ones that Chris Grimes makes, and there's other ones out there in the UK as well. But it isn't mind-blowingly that much more better, to tell the truth. So if you're on a budget and you want us to get 10 coils for £3 or 42 for £9, check out the Coilology ones, because I thoroughly recommend them. And Mike Vapes does too, so there you go. What, that you got the Tam? Have you got the performance ones, mate? Yeah, Pilot Vapes, you got yours, have you? I haven't checked out that website. Where are you based, Darren? Well done, Goober Vapes, on 78 subs. Please, guys, please check out Goober Vapes' channel, because this lad is one of the nicest blokes you'd ever meet, and he's just started doing reviews. He does juice reviews and hardware reviews, and he also does a live vlog at 7:30 UK time, 12:30 Mountain Time in the US, every Sunday. Check it out. This week I'm going to be on there, along with Jennifer Bergen-Coleman from Kazar. So that could be quite a little giggle on there. But Goober Vapes, please sub him. He's a very nice guy. He's doing some great reviews out there. Well done, brother. I also want to shout out a Mr. WN8 Vapes. So now he can't be with us tonight. He's just started his new job recently. So he's doing 12-hour shifts. He was going to be doing his live vlog tonight, but unfortunately he can't do it tonight. But please check out Mr. WN8 Vapes' channel. He's got about 360 odd subs, and his reviews are really good, very informative. He's a very nice man as well. So please check out Steve. His name is Steve, WN8 Vapes' channel. Another shout out I want to do is for Mark Solome Reviews. He's another really nice guy from Yorkshire. And he's got, I think, close to 2,000 subs at the moment. And he also does very good reviews as well. So check out Solome Reviews. And I was going to do another little special mention to another new UK reviewer called The Big Dripper. His name is Dave. He's recently started. He's got about 40 or 50 so subs at the moment. So please check out The Big Dripper in the UK. And while I'm at it, I'll just show you that Stage Vape Venus, because I love this little RDA. Let me give you a toot. Best clone manufacturer, Michael Stroberg there. Thanks for that question, mate. I believe it's SXK, mate. For what you're getting for your buck, SXK. They've done so many good RDAs and tanks. My K-Fun Prime from SXK is spot on. But you've also got this doggy style. It's not built as good, actually, but we got the Supersonic, the Radius. There's loads of them out there. They do the Flav version of it, but SXK is my favourite. Now, YFTK also do clones, but I haven't had too many of those, so I can't comment. They cost a little bit more, but I'm not sure they're that much better. But I think Darren will probably disagree with me on that. But SXK is the king of clones for me. Yeah, Michelle. I wasn't going to say he's a very nice northern man because I'll get into trouble, but he did take the piss out of me for being down south. So cheers, Steve. Right, let's have a little puff on this KA V7 Nano. Very funny Lisa there on the Big Dripper. Not to be confused with the great Chantilly Lace, a Big Dipper. Right, anyone else got another question for me? Goober's just mentioned the UK VN network out there. I've already mentioned Vaping with Vic. Very nice man. He's the one who owns the UK Vape network in the UK. So check out all the reviewers on there. Well done, Goober, for reminding me. Darren, YFTK are the same as XA, to be honest. Copper Vape are good, made Hustler and Skyline. Yeah, I did see the Skyline the other day, and I saw that YFTK have got one on 3F Vape as well. I nearly bought it, but I declined not to at the end of the day, because I just think I'm a bit mouth-lunged out at the moment. But yeah, I think the Copper Vape Skyline is a good one. Any other questions? I can see there's 19 people watching at the moment. Big thank you to all of you out there for giving up your Saturday night to watch me ramble on. Very much appreciate it. Should I mention the giveaway again, or am I going to just say that you should watch this whole video through from the start to finish? I'll say it again. Like, for my recently gained 300 subscribers on the channel, thank you very much everybody, I'm doing a little giveaway, and I'll just read out what you need to do. You need to leave one comment only, on the after this video has aired on the replay. If you leave one comment stating what your favourite setup is, be it a pod system, sub-ohm tank, or mod and RDA, mod and RTA, anything like that, plus your favourite e-liquid juice, you must comment that. What's up for grabs is the Gas Mods Nixon. We've got the Pulse 22 BF Squonk atomizer, not the mod. We have the Smock Baby Beast with one coil and a spare glass. And we also have this 4-bay 18650, 2700 or 21700 battery charger. And thrown in for good measure, we have a MF Vape t-shirt and a MF Vape pen. Just ask Stuart Niven how good these are. So all you need to do is, on the replay of the video, just leave one comment and state what your favourite setup and favourite juice is. So thank you very much to all of you out there. I really appreciate all of your support. Yeah, Tam, if you were listening a minute ago, mate, I've said that I've got the Clone 502 coming up for review. I haven't received it yet, but I have. I bought it from Fast Tech the other day, but I think it's still on pre-order. Got it for $9.88. So, yeah, watch this space on that one. 302 now. Thank you, Datalus, for that update, mate. I'm losing viewers, though. We've only got 18, so maybe I should think about wrapping this one up. Hits like a truck, sure. Nice one, bro. Right, do you want to see the Grim Green MyPod in action? Yeah, I've not been getting on that great with this, so don't expect a great review, I'm afraid, on the MyPod. Sorry to say that, Goober, but it looks amazing, but I'm not sure about the performance on that. Good evening, UK Andy. Right, UK Andy, I am doing a giveaway on this one, bro, so replay the video at the end for all the details of how to enter. How you doing, bro? Right, have a look at this one, UK Andy. We got the Torum Mech Mod and the Geek Vape Loop there. Review will be coming up in the next couple of weeks, or 2 to 3 weeks for this one. It's got a ball bearing inside the bottom. You can press it anywhere and it fires. Really good little mod. And it takes 18650s, 2700s, 21700s too. But yeah, really, this RDA is good as well. This Geek Vape Loop, for anyone out there, I'll be having the review up shortly. But yeah, it's only about 20 quid on Vaping 101 at the moment, so thoroughly recommended on the first impressions. No, Datalus, you have to do one comment, mate, with your absolute favourite setup and jizz. I know I've got about 20 or so favourites myself. Yeah, Lisa will tell you all about it. She's my moderator in there. Tam Vapors Vault. So I see that you've got a spanner by you and Goober. It must have kept. Is that how it works on it? It keeps these spanners from the last live feed. Someone speak to me, please. Anyone that's interested, I've got Thatcher's Gold cider. Spanners are permanent, eh, Andy? Michael Stroberg, I'm scared of mechs too, mate. So that's why I purchased 3 to test them out. And I've also got the Tauren here in the copper version. Now this one hits like a train, but it makes your hands stink. I've also got the Geek Vape Karma 2 with the Tsunami 25 on top. So the only thing you need to bear in mind with mech mods, a lot of them have a plastic sleeve inside these days, so that's a little bit of insulation, because the main thing you need to watch out for is, first of all, you need high drain, high ampage limit batteries, such as VCT5As or the iJoy 5-peg 2700s. They can handle 30 amps continuous discharge. Now, I strongly recommend subscribing to Mooch's, Battery Mooch's channel on YouTube, and he tells you all you need to know about your battery safety and everything. But you need to make sure there's no nicks or tears in any of your batteries, whether you're using regulated or unregulated mech mods. That is the main thing you should be doing. And also, you need to make sure you're building according to what battery you've got inside. Really, you shouldn't really go below 0.15 or 0.2 ohms in a mech. It depends if you've got the iJoys, that probably can handle 0.15. You could go lower, but it's up to your for your own safety. You've got to do your own homework, and you need to just be careful on it. Like, I'm a mech virgin here. As long as you're not going to chain vape this, I've got quite a low build in here, but if you do the odd puff, and every now and then, just take the battery out, Michael. Make sure it's not warm. Like this one, I've only been doing the occasional puff, so it's not warm. Check your battery wraps for any defects or tears or anything like that, because you don't want it shorting out to the side of the tube. So that's the main thing. And you make sure that RDA is screwed on top first before you put your battery in as well. And make sure that your ohms aren't too low. So you just need to take, there's some precautions you need to take. Like, I'm not an expert on this, but I've done some homework. But check out Battery Mooch. There's other Vaping Biker. He likes his mech mods. Check out his channel. Or Mike Vapes. He goes into a lot of mech reviews as well. Anyone else who wants to comment on the chat there, please do, about the mech safety and everything else. See you later, Michelle. Nice to see you. Thanks for popping in. Chris, this is my first mech, mate. But, you know, as long as you follow the guidelines, you've just got to do your research, mate. And this hits really nicely, though, and it looks mint. And this one, because it's got this indentation there, you see that? It fits your thumb in like that, so you just go. It's so comfortable, and the thing with the tube mods, they just look really good. But I know where you're coming from. It's taken me 5 or 6 years of vaping before I bought my first one, but I'm quite glad I did, because I've been thoroughly getting on with that Thunderheads Creation mech mod, the Tauren there. The Geek Vape Karma isn't a bad little beginner's, well, not beginner's device, a little kits that you get, because you get the Tsunami as well. It's £42 I paid for that. So yeah, watch out for the review on that one too. Yeah, Datalus, safety first. Yeah, get a pack of battery wraps. These iJoy 2700s, they normally come in a wrap like this. These are the actual 4-post ones, which are only rated at 20 amps. So I don't use them on mechs of any sort. I just use those in regulated. But the battery I have in the Tauren and the Pulse, that's the 5-post version. I'll just show you that quickly. You've got the 5 posts on top of here, the 5 pegs. That one is rated at 30 amps. So you need to look at Steam Engine or vapecalc.com, one of those sort of sites, and it tells you, you pump in your resistance of your coil and what battery voltage you've got in your battery, and it tells you like the amperage you're going to draw on the battery. So that's the main thing. You need to make sure the amperage drawn is within the safety limits for the battery. You need to make sure the batteries aren't torn, the wraps on them, and if they are torn, I managed to tear the originals on here by putting it in and out of this pulse, because the trouble is with it, it's got the contacts at the top. Can't see it there. And it's easy, if you don't put it in correctly, you could nick your battery, so you need to be very careful. With a tube mech, you're not really having that problem, because it shouldn't be catching on anything as you slide it in, but for your own safety and anyone around you, you need to make sure those batteries are in pristine condition. See you later, Michelle. Nice to have you on here. I appreciate it. Thanks, love. Is it really worth the fuss? Well, it's up to you, Michael. I've got it because I'm a reviewer, and I feel like I should be catering for everyone. So I've got this, and I'm thoroughly impressed so far on my first mech. This Tauren, it seems to be a really good mech for me. But I also like using my double barrel by Squid Industries. I haven't got it to show you at the moment, or any regulated one, such as the Blade. Pump that up to 100 watts, you're getting a similar vape. But the thing with the mech is, because you've got the 510 pin connecting directly to the battery, if you get the right build in there, you literally get an instant hit. If you like a really hot vape, then mechs, that's why a lot of people like using them. Personally, I don't mind a slow ramp up, so I like having it on a regulated. So this OBS, for example, it's a 0.18 build, and I've got it about 63 watts. Hello, Hudson Hamilton. Nice to see you, brother. Sorry, I was ignoring the chat there for a minute. What, the iJoy Zenith you can do? I haven't got that. Is that triple battery, like variable, what do they call them? Variable voltage one in it with a little dial on it? Hudson Hamilton, I hope you're subscribed to the channel, mate. If not, please do so, mate. Appreciate all of your support. And also, please hit the thumbs up icon on the video there. It means the world to us, reviewers. So much appreciated if you could. UK Andy, did you hear the bit that I'm doing a giveaway in this video? For anyone else that's just joined us recently, you have to replay the whole of this video, and I am doing a giveaway to anyone that's subscribed to this channel. You like the video, and you have to answer the question that I asked, and then you can win a few goodies that I posted on here. Hits like a train, I bet it does. Is it a parallel mod, that one? Anyone that's in chat there that wants to ask me something, if you put at MF Vape, it brings it to my attention, because I can see that it's actually been aimed towards me So yeah, if you've got any questions, please do that. But at MF Vape. Cheers for that. Is Hudson Hamilton being a little bit of a troll on there or something, Vapor? You've just shut him out, mate. Yeah, I've seen that one, Darren 123. I looked into the noisy crickets a while ago, but like Michael Stroberg in the chat, I was a little bit scared of using like the Mexstar. I know it's got protection in that one, but I've never got hold of those. But you can pick up the noisy cricket version 2 for about £20-25 or something, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right, Darren? My wife's squeaker, Goober Vapes, question, said no laps. I'm going to have to go in a minute. I need a wee. Nice to see you, Squeaker. How you doing? Squeaker's Goober Vape's wife, by the way. Yeah, I thought that vape as well. I didn't. That's why I said you subscribe to the channel, because I thought it looked a bit dodgy. Yeah, that is probably a really good mod. Have you got that one, have you, Darren? To tell the truth, though, this using an iJoy 30 amp battery in the mech, because you're not, the way I do it, I don't chain it anyway. You shouldn't do that on a mech mod. Just alternate between your vapes. The 30 amp, these iJoy 30 amp ones do last quite well. And if you've got 2 mechs on the go, such as another recommendation, put another battery in there and alternate between your puffs. You're not going to get that battery too warm by overworking it. That's something that WN8 Vapes confirmed the other day. He said that that's what he does. So, yeah, thanks for that tip, Mr. Stephen there. Right, Datalus. I hate dripping, so I got the Mex side saddle squonker thing, and it works very well. I love squonking Datalus. That's why I've got the drone, mate. This Flave RTA is really nice, especially 36 watts on it. Just squonk into it. And the juice lasts quite well because you've only got the single coil in there. It's a little bit noisy on the drag though, you can probably hear. But yeah, squonking, I love squonking in the evening. I don't particularly take them to work with me, I take my tanks with me. Tubed in UK. How you doing, brother? Thank you for tuning into the channel. My favourite RTA. Right, it's probably going to be, I haven't actually got it in here, which is ironic, because I've been testing out these 2 little bad boys here, the Doggy Style and the KY Jelly or whatever it's called, the BA KY V7, KA V7, I can't ever remember the name. I like the K-Fun Prime by SXK, is my favourite mouth-to-lung RTA. And I also love the Asmodus Zesthia single core. I'm more for single core myself. I like to have a nice dual core in the evenings. But throughout the day, I like the SXK K-Fun Prime or the Asmodus Zesthia. Now, I've got a Coke flavoured. No, actually, I haven't got a Coke flavoured in there at the moment. Got some sort of strawberry flavour. But this is lovely. Oh. 0.18 bill. This is one of those. I think this is a Chris Grimes stainless steel tricore fused capsule or alien I've got in here. Rocking it around about 37 to 40 watts. 39 I've got it at. This blade mod here is tremendous, honestly. It's really light. I've got dual 21700s in it. You might not like the look of it, but you can get it in a matte black version now. I think it looks quite sick with that blue Zestier on top. But yeah, it's a really good mod. The battery life is really good. It takes 18650s. You can get a nice sled that you can put in it to take those. So your Samsung 30Qs are a decent. If you're only running about 40 watts, something like Samsung 30Qs are perfect for this mod. Or you can use your iJoy 2700s or the equivalent. But I love mods that can take all three. Both of these mechs that I've just recently got, you've got the Karma and the, well, this is the Tauren and the Karma. They take 21700s, 2700s and 18650s too with the included adapter. So yes, that's a little bit of information for you. Right, Ricardo, that's the mod I want to get. What, this blade? Yeah, thoroughly recommended, mate. Geek Vape are a good company. I paid about £40 for this. I don't know where you're based, but it's probably about $60, something like that in America. Michael, the difference between single and dual core, how do you mean, mate? What do you mean? That's a dual core there. And a single core is one that's only got one cord in the middle. That's the difference. But do you mean what's my favourite RTA in a dual and single? Is it rubberized? What, the blade? It's not rubberized, but it's like made out of a polycarbonate of some sort. But it's a really nice smooth touch to it. Now, I haven't actually dropped this, but I think it's very durable. I don't know if you've heard of the Tesla Y. I've got that one as well. That is a super light mod. This one's a bit heavier because you've got the 21700s in. I'll just show you them. You see, take one of the batteries out for you. Oops. Just got to watch it toppling over that. That's the 21700. 3750 milliamp hour. It obviously depends on what wattage you're putting through, and if you're using it in a mech, it's only got a 24 amp amp limit on the iJoy 21700, so you do need to watch out. But yeah, this mod, it feels very sturdy, just like the Tesla Y is. Are you likely to drop it? No, it doesn't feel like that. The only thing is, I can say, because, don't know if you can see, the tanks are on one side. It has a tendency to fall over. If you look on the bottom there, you see the beveling effect. You need to make sure that you rest it up against something, because I've been known, that's why I've got this band on here, because it has a tendency to topple over. But with the batteries in the back, obviously that's going to minimize that effect because you've got the counterbalance. But if you haven't got a battery in there, it will just go like that. But this has never slipped out of my hand yet. It just fits to the hand really nice. You can see there, the ergonomics are really good on this one. Right, Michael, dead batch, the end of my new comments, just watching from now on. Okay, brother. Thanks for coming on the show, mate. You mean, right, you mean Flavor Cloud's heat or what? With a single core, Michael, you generally can't run it at such a high watt. So I generally rock them around 37 to 40 watts. So you're not getting as much cloud going in. If you've doubled the coils, like say this OBS Krios Dual, I can run it about 60 to 70 watts. And you're getting like basically double the vapor going into your lungs. So, but if you want a dual core RTA, this one is a hell of a good flavour one too. But I don't always want all that vapor going into me, because especially first thing in the morning. So it's just, I like different times of the day. I like to use different tanks and different builds. I like mouth along in the morning. By the afternoon, I'll go on to my single coil RTAs, and in the evening, I'll have a squonk or an RDA. I can even run the mech mod or a dual 18650 at 100 watts. So I like a nice, powerful vape now and again as well. Like such as this loop. This has got the dual coil in it. I wouldn't want to have that first thing in the morning, but that's just my preference. It's up to the individual, mate. But if you're new to vaping, I would just suggest buying different things and trying them out. I've been vaping for a few years now, so I've just worked out. Personally, if I just had to have one, I'd just have a single core RTA or RDA, like the Zestia or the Supersonic. I just find that the flavour and the vape quality is really nice. But obviously at lower wattages, like if you're doing mouth to lung, it's advisable to up your nicotine content to maybe 6 milligrams because you might not feel like you're getting so much satisfaction from it. Right, I'll just do these questions in order. Darren123 has just asked me, just got the Vandy Vape Veus refill bottle, 50ml from the new pulse regulated bottom feeder mod. Great little bottom feeder mod refiller bottle. 650 on Fastnet. Thanks for sharing that with us, Darren. The only thing I would say about these refiller bottles, the thing is with them, you have to take off your RDA, then you have to screw on the bottle and then squeeze your juice in, and it just takes a little bit of time to do. Now, I've got one myself. I've got a 30ml bottle, but you end up spending a long time faffing about doing that. So I'm inclined to just take my bottle off. I know it's a bit messy and filling it up like that because it's just quicker. But thanks for pointing that out. That 50mm does sound like it's better because it holds more e-liquid though. Well done, Darren. Right, Stuart, did I get the SXK Haku? What, the Haku Phenom, Stuart? Yeah, the review's up on my channel, mate. Didn't you see it, brother? Check it out. Yeah, it's not a bad little RDA, Stuart. It's just, I just preferred the Air Lab and the, what was the other one? The Supersonic are my two favourite ones. But saying that, this Flav RDTA is coming into the mix as well. UK Andy on a VT box at the moment with nudge 22, 0.26 run at 40 watts. That VT box is nice. Is that what make is that one again? Is that the one that hasn't got temperature control? That one's to you, UK Andy. Just bear with me 1 second. Just getting some air in it. It's getting a little bit warm. Cheers for that, Tam. Yeah, the Haku review is up on my channel. It's only about 10 minutes long, so if you have a spare 10 minutes, please do. Check it out. Right, how are we all doing out there and then chatting, guys? Tell me what you're vaping on. What are you vaping on, Tam? What about Goobu? Are you at work or are you off today, brother? H cigar, is it? Oh, that one. What one was I thinking of? I was thinking that one. I think was it Org Vape have done one, the V200 or something. What's that H cigar one like then, Andy? Oh, I know the one you're on at, the VT Inbox. Yeah, the single 18650 one, isn't it? Regulated. Yeah, I remember that one now, Andy. It's only warm in the house, Daedalus. It is a little bit chilly outside. It's just we've got the heating on at the moment. And I've got 2 lights shining on me as well. I think that's what's making me hot. DNA 75, yeah. You can't beat the DNA board. I know a lot of people slate them. This drone has got the DNA 250 throttle down to 166. I love the DNA boards. Right, Vapors Vault, check out his channel also, guys. His name is Tam. Therion 75 Revo tank and DIY custard. Thanks for sharing that with us. You like your custards then, Sam? Tam even. Sorry, brother. I'm on a bit of a selection today. This one here, I've got strawberry and watermelon. It's called, what's it called? Burst Bubble. Got given this by Vaping 101 because I bought some stuff the other day. Candy King, the Swedish Fish, like these sweets you get. I've got a homemade Coke in that one. And homemade strawberry and Vienna cream in this little bad boy. And I find that if you alternate your vapes, you get less likely of getting the vapor's tongue. If you stick on the same juice all the time, you sometimes lose the actual ability to taste it. But yeah, this zestier though, a bit of Coke in it. Oh yeah, it's tangy. Yeah, that's the one, Andy. Yeah, sorry, mate. Yeah, there's all these different brands out there. You lose track of like what's what. The only thing I will say about this zestier though, it has the tendency to leak on you, such as the OBS Creus Dual as well. You might get a little bit seeping because the way I have it situated, you've got these humongous airflow holes, and if your cotton gets anywhere near it, it will come out the bottom airflow. And that's the one thing, something like the OBS Nano, you've got top airflow, so you don't have that issue. Right, Chris Doyle, he's got Custard Dynasty from Brews Brothers, very nice. Too much cider. I've only had a can and a half, Tam. Right, Darren123's got a Hot Sig R150 mod. That's nice. I like them. They've got those replaceable covers, haven't they, Darren? And you've also put a DNA 250 board in it. So, all right, so it's similar to my Lost Vape drone then, brother. Fucking top stuff. Right, Daedalus is hitting the new mag kit. Very glad I made my own juice because this thing is thirsty. Daedalus, I hear where you're coming from, bro. I make my e-liquid, cost me about a tenner for 500 millilitres or so, less than that probably. So anyone out there, mix your own juice, it saves you a fortune. Right, Ricardo, another question. I've got a sonic, ultrasonic cleaner, you mean? Do you pop any washing up liquid in with the tanks you're cleaning, or just use water? Right, it's up to the individual on that one, Ricardo. Personally, I drop a little bit of one drop in. Mine's only a little ultrasonic cleaner though, so it literally just holds about 4 or 5 tanks. And I put one drop in there and put hot water in it, and then I put it on in 8-minute cycles. I normally do it 2 or 3 times, so about 20 minutes worth. And then afterwards, you need to make sure you rinse it under cold water to make sure none of that washing up liquid taste is in there. But you don't have to. You can just use cold water if you like. Depends how greased up your tanks and stuff is, really. But yeah, thanks for that comment, mate. You just got to experiment. You could even use window cleaning solution, stuff like that. But you don't need a lot. Just one little drop in there should do the trick. Other people have said you can use white vinegar or something like that also. But have a look on the internet or forums out there. There's loads of sections on ultrasonic cleaning out there for you. Yay, Michael's back. Right, guys, are you all having fun here, or do you want me to wrap up? Please tell me, because I feel like I'm outstaying my welcome here. Daedalus, vodka and a drop of Dawn in his cleaner. There you go, see? I don't know everything. I just do what I do. Thanks for that comment, Daedalus. Am I pronouncing that right, Daedalus, or is it Datulus? I don't know, mate. I'm rubbish. Just tell me how to pronounce it, brother. So Ricardo says he's been using tepid water with a bit of washing up liquid. Does the trick for me. Just want to see. Yeah, I try different things, Ricardo. The thing is with me, I'm a Gemini. I never stick with the same thing, so I just try different things out all the time. Hence, I've got about 20 different RDAs and tanks on the go. You know, I go from one to the other, and then I'm happy. I got it right, Datalus. Thanks, mate. Good evening, chat. I can see there's 21 of you out there watching, and I must admit I'm very pleased that you are watching, because I'm having a real good time here, and thank you for all turning up, and for each and every one of those 302 apparently subscribers that are out there. For anyone that is just tuning in, there is a giveaway going on, so please replay the whole video once I eventually finish recording, and you can find out how to enter there. Lisa Darling's having a ball. Yeah, I think that might be taken a bit tongue-in-cheek there, sweetheart. Am I going to Expo? A question from Andy, UK Andy. I like UK Andy. He's a top bloke. I see him in other reviewers' chats, and he always says hello. Do you know what I mean? Which is unlike some people out there. But UK Andy is a top bloke, and really appreciate your support, bro. And yes, I am going along with Lisa to UK Expo, which is on, I think it's the 4th, 5th, and 6th of May. The Friday to Sunday. Like the tickets are about £12 or £13 for each day. I'm going from the full weekend because I managed to blag a weekend pass, so that's all very good. So I'll be going to the business day on the Friday too. But I'll be going definitely the Friday and Saturday, probably travelling home on Sunday. So anyone out there, if you see me, please say hello, because I'm very friendly and I appreciate your support. So yeah, give us a shout if you see me. And I'll try not to ignore you, unlike I'm probably doing to lots of people in chat at the moment. Yeah, see you there, Andy. Top bloke, son. Right, any other questions from you guys? Just realised the time. It's now 9:30. I really should think about wrapping this one up very shortly. I don't know if I'm interfering with anyone else's live feed, you see, so I don't want to take the mick or anything like that. Right, Michael Strobo, we're all getting drunk by now, so this might take a while. Fair enough, mate. You carry on getting drunk. I'm going to join you. I've got a little cider here. Chris Doyle, have you tried the Dead Rabbit RDA? No, mate. When I started reviewing, which was literally the end of October, November 2017, there'd already been lots of reviews coming out for like the RDAs, like the Dead Rabbit and the Drop. Hence, you won't hear me going on about them, because I tend to get stuff in that people haven't reviewed, just because if they've been reviewed to death, then what's the point? But yeah, I would like to check out a little go on the Dead Rabbit and the Drop RDA. I did see the Drop the other day, and I did nearly buy it, but I just thought, the idea for me is to get some reviews out there so people watch them. If people are not going to watch them, I won't bother. But I quite like the Bonza for an RDA. But recently, though, Chris, this loop is very good. And the Stage Vape Venus, those two there, I think I'm going to give positive reviews for. I've only had them a few days. But yeah, I would like to try the Dead Rabbit. But one of these days I'll get one, Chris. So thanks for that comment, bro. Right, Datalus, try vinegar in the cleaner even after a long rinse, still had nasty taste in the core. So stick to vodka now, fair enough, mate. I won't be using vinegar, that's what I thought, especially a malt vinegar. Right, Tubed in UK, thanks for tuning in today, brother. Right, what you got in for reviews and what is your goon for the channel? What do you mean goon for the channel? I don't understand that, mate. What I've got in for review, I did say it earlier on, but in case you missed it, what did I write down? Right. First of all, we've got 2 reviews that have just come up this week. We've got the Y-Star F-Tower and the YFTK Little Bang RSA, which is a squonkable only little 18mm RDA, and the Y-Star F-Tower is an 18mm. So they've just been uploaded, so please check those out. Coming up this week, I've just done 4 reviews that did the recording for them last night. I haven't done any editing, but what we've got is coming up over the next week to a week and a half. We've got the Grim Green MyPod. It looks better than it tastes, unfortunately. We also have the Doggy Style Clone RTA from SXK. This little 22mm RTA there. It's got stainless steel drip tip, which I'm not a fan of, but you can take it off and put your own 510 one in. We also have, the BYKA V7 style Nano RTA, which is a 23mm mouth to lung stroke direct to lung, because there's lots of different inserts and you've got different tank sections you can put on here, and that one will be coming up in the next few days. And lastly, we have the Flave RTA, originally by Alliance Tech. Now I got this one for $10 by Kindbright. This is from 3F Vape in China, and this is going to be another thumbs up. I just know, I've had it 2 or 3 weeks now. I love it. Squonkable RDTA. So please listen out for your bell notifications, stuff like that, because there will be some reviews coming up in the next few days. I'll probably have the MyPod up first, hopefully on Monday, I reckon. It depends how well the editing goes, because I don't know if any of you are aware out there, recording videos does take a lot of time. It's not just a case of recording and then pressing the button, especially in my case, because I end up doing about 30 takes on each segment, because it's so easy to mess things up. So a lot of editing to do. I'll put music on, stuff like that, chop it down a bit, because sometimes the footage is like 40 minutes long. Who wants to watch a review for 40 minutes? So yeah, please check out the channel next week to 2, and we've got 4 reviews coming up for you. And right, oh, your vision for the channel, that's what Goon meant, was it? I'm just happy doing what I'm doing, Tube in the UK. If I gain subscribers, then that's great. I just do what I do. I'm not out there subscriber chasing, although obviously I welcome subscribers. What I like is the interaction with the public. People asking me questions. If you notice on all my videos, I reply to every comment, and I maintain to continue to do that. It does take a lot of time out of my life. I obviously work 5 days a week. I do accountancy in an office, so I'm very busy anyway. But the reviews is second fiddle. But you know, the more the merrier, I see it. But yeah, I'll continue to do it. If people find my reviews informative and useful, then I'll carry on doing it. And while I continue to enjoy it, I'll still be doing this. I'm enjoying this live feed though. I'll probably do some more of these, but I don't know how often, because like I say, I've got a family as well. I've got a lovely wife out there, Lisa Forber, who's in the chat. I've got 3 lovely stepkids, Frankie, Vinny and Rosie. And so, yeah, obviously I have quite a full-on life, but I try and fit in as much vape stuff as I can for you. So, yeah, that's my vision. I'll just take each day as it comes, mate. UK handy, there will be another live feed, mate, but like I said just then, I just need to fit it into the schedule, mate. A lot of hype, these RDAs, backed by USA reviewers, they are in a click together. Oh, what, like the drop and dead rabbit, you mean, Darren? Well, the Bonza's another one, isn't it? But I did actually get on with that because, like I say, in the evenings, I like a good old toot on a dual core with a good smooth airflow. The Bonza's really good airflow. And that's one thing that put me off getting the dead rabbit and the drop, because I thought I really like the Bonza, so I don't need those two. But now the channel's grown slightly, I probably will get more comparative RDAs out there for you. But at the moment, the loop and this stage rate, this is an absolute beauty, this one. Let's give it see if I can show you it in squonk mode. Probably go everywhere. Yeah, you're not going to see it. But literally, it's got this little raised bit in the middle, and it comes out sideways, so it evenly distributes the liquid. But this is geared towards your squonk in this. 24mm atomizer as well. So it fits on your devices perfectly. Stage Vape Venus, it's a beauty. I've got strawberry and cream in the moment. It is phenomenal, the flavour is, honestly. Just go out and get one, I would. Right, what's your go-to cotton? Pads, packets, rayon or such? I've tried a heck of a lot over the years. This is another one from Darren. I'll try and keep up the chat here because there's a few questions coming in. Right, Darren, I use Cotton Bacon version 2. This stuff here, that goes in most of my RDAs and also in some RTAs, squonkable ones. I just love Cotton Bacon. I know it's got a lot of hype and it costs a few quid, but the amount of cotton you go through, it's worth it. I get it off Amazon for about £4.50 for 20 strips, so bargain. I also use Muji cotton, bought from Muji EU. You get about 500 pads for about £7. That works really well in RTAs because it's not quite as absorbent. So if you peel it off the outer wraps, it's really good cotton. There isn't much difference there. I just like the look of Cotton Bacon. I love it. It's so fluffy. You don't have to do much to it. And hence you'll see me using that quite a lot along with the Muji. I've also got some... What else have we got in it? We got tried some of this Pro Cotton by Callmaster, but I don't rate it as good as the Cotton Bacon on that one. I haven't tried rayon or any of the others though, Darren. Right, Michael, since I'm still on stock calls, get my first RTA, what clone original should I get? Oh dear. Right, so you haven't done an RTA. Can someone in chat help out Michael on that one as well? Give him some examples. Trying to think of what the Zestia build's got in it. This is quite an easy one. But then again, the Wiccan's a little bit tricky. I like the Bravo. If you want an easy RTA to build on, the Bravo or the Troll by Watofo. They're GTA style, so you poke the cotton through the holes and just let it dangle halfway down. I find GTA style decks the easiest to wick. Check out the review on my channel. Or a velocity style deck, but the Troll has got the velocity with the one leg up and the bottom. But also the Creus 2. This is easy to build on, but the wicking is a bit finicky. So I don't know to recommend that to a beginner or not. Can someone else please help me out there? But there are a lot of those clone RDAs that I've got, like the Radius or the Air Lab. They're quite easy to build on too. So check out those reviews. If you want single core RDA or something, check out that. But please do your homework on your Ohm's law and battery safety before you attempt any RTA building there, Michael. Right, what we got? Right, I'm losing chat. Right, Ricardo, we do appreciate the reviews as you're buying. Oh God, why has it gone off again? Buying those stuff and reviewing. Yeah, keep up the good work. Thank you, Ricardo. Appreciate it, brother. That's why I tend to cater for everyone on here. I've started getting mechs in as well because there's a lot of mech users out there, and I've been thoroughly enjoying that tour. I do clones, I do authentics. I don't buy much high end in. The most high end I've got is the drone, which is £120, but that isn't really high end for some people like Jay Hayes or someone. But I tend to keep it in the affordable bracket for you. But there are some clones out there which are tremendous. Others are pretty pants. But yeah, that's why I carry on doing it like that, Ricardo. Right, what else we got? Welcome back, Goober. Just bear with me a second. I'm going to try and pop that chat out because I'm struggling with my other PC. Right, Darren, it's pronounced Bycar BYKA. All right, Bycar V7. Well, I've been calling it Nano on the review, mate, because it was doing my nutting of all those letters. Michael Schroeder, since I'm on stock call, right, why is it not getting up to date? Right, I'm losing the chat. Come on, what's the matter with you? Right, my YouTube seems to have frozen. Right, I can't see the chat above Goober Vape saying thanks UK Andy, so we'll go from there. Tubes in UK, go for a pee if you need one, mate. We'll wait. It's up to you guys. I can stay on here, but I could do with using the little boy's room actually. Right. Oh man, everyone's asking me things now. I'm finding it a struggle. Michael, always wonder, how do you know how wide you should cut your cotton? With all of these things, Michael. Oh, come on, chat, work. God, I love computers. Right, let's have a look at the screen. How do you know how wide you should cut your cotton? Seems easy to get too much. Michael, I'm not an expert, mate, with all of this. I'm just like one of you lot out there. I just have to trial and error. I try them out. I look at my core. If I've got a 3mm inner diameter core, I'll probably do 1 centimetre to 1.5 centimetres. If I'm using cotton bacon, it's already a little bit more fluffy. So it's just trial and error, mate. Muji, you might have to thin it out a little bit more once you've put it through. But once you're feeding it through, just pinch one end, put it through. If it feels too tight, put it out again and then peel a little bit off. But what you want to do is when you get it in there, if you can move it slightly with a little bit of friction, that's the way I do it. And then afterwards, thin out your ends to make sure they're nice and fluffy so they wick better. But I've done a few build tutorials on some of my reviews out there. Not all of them, but I think the OBS Creus 2 I do one. I think I do a wicking one on lots of my RDAs out there. So check out some more of those reviews on the channel, mate. Right, Darren, you got the cotton bacon, jellyfish, Muji Demon Killer, which are similar Kendo Gold and Revo wicks of different types. They wick faster for RDAs. Darren, you are a connoisseur, mate, of everything out there vape related. The thing with me is, if I get something I like that cotton bacon, that's one thing I like to stick with, because I just think I can't see you getting too much better with it. But yeah, it has to be good value for me to buy things. Like if it's double the price, I'm thinking, is it going to be double the flavour? That's the thing. But yeah, I've heard about Ken No Gold, but others have said they don't like it. So there you go. Goober Vapes, finicky. Finicky means it's a little bit temperamental, as in you need to get it just right. I don't know what the Oxford Dictionary version of it means is, but it's a little bit of a pain in the arse, basically. It's like within the wicking in that context. It just means you need to get it spot on in order to achieve the desired result. Yeah, Datalus, you got the OBS careers too. Good tank, mate. Sub vapes. MF Vape, maybe something like the iJoy Limitless RDTA. I've got the iJoy Limitless Plus RDTA, and it's a good RDTA, but I bought it about 18 months ago, and it's just sitting in my drawer. I haven't used it for a long time. But as far as RDTAs go, it is a good one. Yeah, thanks, Darren, for pointing out that to the other Michael out there. It's better to put too much in and then get rid of some than put too little in, because if you got too little, you'll end up flooding the deck and you could get some leaks as well. Tubed in UK, I use Puff Japanese organic cotton, cheap from China. I haven't tried that one, mate. F5. What's the F5 sub vapes? Is that a cotton? Yeah, cotton cutting is practice, practice, practice. Like with all of this, trial and error and practice is the way to go. Yeah, Lisa's got the other definition of finicky, difficult to do. It just means you have to get it done in a particular certain way. It's not very forgiving. Like, say, the Waterfo Bravo tank, for example, or the Waterfo Troll, I just find they wick whatever. However, you just throw your cotton in there and it will wick. Some tanks require you to do it a precision way in order to get it to wick. So it's as simple as that, Michael. Ah, right, the F5 button. Thanks for that, Subvapes. Like I say, I'm a bit of a newbie to this live stuff. Let's try that. The thing is, one of the computers I'm using is about 7 years old, and the other one's running the OBS. So I've tried to get the pop-out chat on the old computer, but it's been a little bit of a temperamental git at the moment. Is UK Andy still in the room? It just says you've just subscribed to my channel, mate. I thought you already were a subscriber. Michael, yeah, you will get dry hits, mate. If you put too much in, you will choke the cotton. So basically, the liquid won't draw up into the coil sufficiently. So you will get dry hits. So you just need to get it just right. Like, there's loads of wicking tutorials out. You can look at my channel, look at Rip Trippers. There's loads of a plethora of wicking tutorials out there. Check out as many different reviews and tutorials as you can, mate. But the way I have it, if you can just move it a little bit of friction, that's just right. But if you've got too little in, if it's moving freely, then it won't touch the coils as well, and you'll end up getting dry hits that way because you haven't actually got the liquid touching the coil. Oh, you're Swedish, Michael. Yeah, I thought that with your Stroberg name. Nice to see you, mate, all the way from Sweden. I've been to Sweden before with the lovely wife on our honeymoon. We went to, where did we go? Helsingborg, I think it was, on part of our Danish cruise, Scandinavian, I should say. Went to Copenhagen and Belgium, Bruges, which is not in Scandinavia, but it's up that way. Yeah, that's funny, Andy, how it just said then I had a notification you just subscribed. Sub vapes, have you or the chat got any cheapo vapey hacks? What, like with the with a squonk model or something like the G box, like Vapes has done on that, so you can put your own squonk bottle in. Yeah, Datalus, I forgot to mention, Michael, make sure you put juice on top of your cotton and everything before you take your first hit on it. It's paramount importance that you do that to stop yourself getting dry hits. Tell you one thing, this, how do you pronounce that BYKA again, Darren? The Nano? Why are you saying not Rip Trippers tubed in UK? He's a really good tutorials he does. He gets a lot of flack, but he taught me how to build microcores inside of actual pre-stock cores. I looked at his videos about 3 or 4 years ago. I had a ProTank 2 coil, and he taught me to use a needle and how to actually core using a 2 millimeter or 1.5 millimeter inner diameter to actually record a stock core there. So you might be slating Rip Trippers, but he knows what he's talking about, mate. He hasn't got 1 million subscribers for nothing. So yeah, I recommend watching his stuff. Yes, sub vapes. Use anything you can for a stand. Got one here that I bought from 3F Vape in China. It was about $5, and you can put anything in there. You can put your vape pens, whatever inside of it. It just expands out. It's really good. Oh, Darren, bicar, like 4-car. Right, bicar. Still cold as FUCK up there, is it, Michael? Yeah, Datalus, with Rip Trippers, I'm talking about when I used to watch videos. Obviously, you can still watch all of his old videos on there, like how to record a stock core or a Subtamp Mini or like the old school atomizers. Before he got really famous, that's what I'm talking about. But they're still going to be on YouTube, those videos. And I know where you're coming from, tubed in the UK. But the way I see it is, if you've managed to get yourself 1 million subscribers, I reckon you and me both, you're going to be thinking, why can't I make a living out of doing what I'm doing? I can understand why they do it. As long as you're keeping up the non-biased reviews and everything else, then fine. But I know what you're saying, like some of his newer videos look like he's actually like just promoting something, saying it's nice or not. Like, that's wrong. But if he wants to put a name on a tank, then fair enough. I don't see the big drama in it personally, but if you still keep your integrity, Mike Vapes is another one. I really rate Mike Vapes. I don't, I know a lot of people out there slate him, but he might put a video out very soon after just getting it because he gets some in first, because he gets given a lot of stuff. But he generally knows what he's talking about as well. And he's made his couple of RDAs, and he's probably got an RTA coming out. But I don't see why people have such a problem with it. Like in any other industry, if you're going into that industry and you end up making money out of it, fair play is what I say. I don't see the real big issue as long as you keep your integrity, keep your reviews honest. As long as if you're promoting a brand, say you're promoting it. But as far as reviewing goes, it doesn't matter if they bringing out their RDA. But I know what you're saying. That they're in a little clique and they start saying that each other's stuff is good. But generally speaking, I think Mike Vapes does do honest reviews. Darren, yeah, Rip Trippers, the old school videos he's got, he teaches, he shows you how to do like really fancy complex calls and stuff like that as well. It's a really good watch, some of his old stuff. Yeah, Mike Vapes, he's a top reviewer. I don't care what anyone says about him. They might slate him. You watch some of these other shows, that bloke knows what he's talking about, mate. And he might have something for 5 minutes, but he'll know whether it's good or bad or not. Trust me. He's a good reviewer, and he's actually a nice bloke. He comes across really nice. Really informative, his videos are as well. Right. There's 20 watching, guys. Do you want me to stay on or do you want me to go? Because I am busting for the loo now, so I'm going to have to just disappear for 2 seconds. If someone says yes, I'll keep on going. Tubed in UK, yeah, I've already shouted out Vaping with Vic earlier on. He's the one who got me a good 50 or 60 subscribers the other day, once I got to about 195 reviewers. So thank you very much, Vic, if you are watching, mate. Thanks, Datalus. I'll see you in a minute, guys. I should have really put that onto the intro music or something then, shouldn't I? How are we all doing? Yeah, professionalism's gone out the window, I'm afraid, guys. I've had a couple of ciders. So. Let's read somebody's chat. Thanks for the comment there, Tubed in UK. Very natural and lively. Impressed. I appreciate that, brother. Yeah, I'll let Lisa just carry on with the comments. This is good. Half a can, Dan. Yeah, I like that one, Sam. That is me, brother. Right, what should we have a go on? God, I could do with a vape now. Just give the old Flav RTA a little squonk. Yeah, I'm doing the laps around the kitchen again, Vapors Vault. Right, Darren 123. Michael Stroberg, if wanted to try RTA, RDA rebuilders, look for a simple dual post deck, something easy, and then you can get experience with them. Yeah, too true. Don't you agree with the velocity style, Darren? Maybe Michael can look up what the velocity means. Because I swear, but the only thing is with velocities, they end up, because you have to screw in from the side, you end up bending one of your legs. But to actually install them, because you've got like one core raised and the other one below, they do slot in quite easily. Like post-lit stacks are good, but you need to make sure you get your core leg lengths right. So this is why this tool here, why can't I say tool right? From Coily Tool. It's so useful. If you want to make sure you've got both your legs correct, what you do is you find out how many millimeters you want. Say you want 5 mil. You put it through from the underside there like this. You put the coil in like that, and then you just basically get your cutters and snip them flush, and it gets both the legs to a perfect length. I tried that on that Flav RTA, screwed it all together, and it was perfect, perfectly centered as well. So it does work for your alternate post RDAs like that one as well, that Coily Tool. So I know I'm going back to that one, but Simon Martin's the name, Coily Tool page, and it's not Toil, it's Tool on Facebook if you want to check him out. I think he's on Instagram as well. Yeah, is that the Goon one you're talking about there, Tubed in UK? I've got the Goon 1.5 clone from SXK, and that is a spot-on little device, a £12 impeccable machine quality. Some of these clones, if you're like new to building that, some of these clones are actually really good. They're good value for money. It saves you spending like £60 or £80 or 140. Some of these RTAs out there, these European ones, they're a lot of money. If you're earning a lot of money, then go ahead and do it. But some people, you know, might just want to check out a few of the clones first. Yes, the Goon 1. That's good, and I really want to get that Goon 1 because a lot of people say that's actually better than the 1.5 version Tubed in UK. Have you got a name, Tubed in UK? What's your first name, bro? Anything you'll notice with this Flav RDTA, I should say, it's a bit whistly. If you open the airflow right up, it's not so bad. But the flavour goes, so I prefer closing it off halfway, like with most of my tanks. But you do get the whistle. Listen to this. A little bit whistly for me. A little bit of a con, but it tastes great, so you can deal with that one. What's that, bar car, or whatever you call it? This is what it is, Michael. If you're watching, Darren123 is talking about this one, I believe. You've got this. You can spin this round and adjust your juice flow control as well. So if you find it's got too much liquid going to the cores, you can just back it off a little bit. So it's really user friendly. I really am getting on with this one. As you can see, it sounds like it's flooding. I've got it open too much. Michael, you're asking if Fast Tech is the place to go. I get all of my stuff from 3F Vape. I have used Fast Tech. I've just ordered the 502 clone by J Hayes from there, but it wasn't in stock yet. I don't think they've received it. But 3F Vape, recently I've been ordering on one day, and the items have been turning up to England in the UK 7 days later. That's not 7 working days, that's just 7 days. So I thoroughly recommend 3F Vape, but there are other ones out there too from China which are also just as good. Gearbest I've had problems with. It's the only thing I ordered there took 2 months to arrive. So once bitten, twice shy, I'm afraid, whereas 3F Vape generally sort me out. Right, Momo Pilot Cole, how you doing, brother? Thank you for joining the channel. How's it going, mate? I'm very good, thank you. Having a couple of ciders, and I've got a few little things to show you. Got a little mech mod here. Mech Virgin I am. I've got the Tauren by Thunderheads Creations. And we have the Geek Vape Loop on top. Let's see if I can get the writing to show you. This is this RDA. You can adjust the airflow by just spinning this middle section round. So it's just all in one piece. So you've got no problem with the airflow ring coming off or anything like that. Is Fast Tech good, is it, Sam? Tam? Right, anyone still watching here? Let me have a drag on the Geek Vape Loop with the Tauren mech. Here we go. Oh yeah, it is a good flavour tank. Good RDA this one, I should say. And this mech does hit very well. Right, Momo Pilot Call, there is a giveaway going on in this link, so please rewind the video and check it out, what you need to do to enter. You live in Sweden though, Michael. I live in the UK. I can't guarantee it's going to be quicker to Sweden, but yeah, 3F Vape is good for me, bro. Gearbest, I bought Lisa, my lovely darling wife, out in the other room there. I bought her the Waterfo Flow tank, and it took 2 months to turn up, and I ordered it a month before her birthday, and yeah, it didn't arrive till a month after her birthday, so I was in the doghouse a little bit there, and so that really annoyed me from Gearbest, so I won't ever order from them again. So 3F Vape, they're usually within 2 weeks, depending on if there's the public holiday or not. That's the only trouble, and they tend to have them quite often. Ricardo, I never get charged for customs charges. It might go through customs and it always comes to me with absolutely zero charges. I usually get the UK shit. There's a section on 3F Vape. You can choose your delivery, and I choose the old, I think it's Express UK delivery. It's $2.50. It doesn't matter how much you've got in your cart. So you're talking about £1.80 or something like that to get all your stuff delivered. So it's an absolute bargain. I buy stuff from there every week. But as soon as I see something new, I'll order it in. Like I say, earlier on, for anyone who's just joined us, I've given first looks on the Marvin Priest RTA, the Stage Vape Venus, which is this one. We've got the Geek Vape Loop, Thunderbird Creations Tauren Mech Mod, and the Coily Tauren as well. And I've just ordered in I've got the Rage Squonker by Own Boy OC, which is due to be dispatched next week, and I'm thoroughly waiting for that one. I can't wait. It's a dual 18650 Squonker that actually looks good, and I'm hoping it's going to be a little bit lighter than the Lost Vape drone here. Incidentally, this has got a snakeskin and oak finish on it, which is a wrap from zapwraps.co.uk, and I purchased that for about £10 about a year ago now, so they do stick and they hold on. Got the SXK Armour 2 clone, 22mm RDA, which is coming from 3F Vape, and the Kind Bright Warhead 30mm RDA clone as well. So watch this space for all of those reviews, which will be coming up in due course. Right, suggestions for creamy Saltnik flavours. I've never tried Saltnik, so hopefully someone in chat will be able to answer. That's from Momo Pilot's Call. Datalus, my nearest vape shop is 7-hour round trip, so I get everything online, and Fast Tech has been good. I've not tried 3F Vape yet, but I will be soon. You're in Canada, aren't you, Datalus? But yeah, check it out. It comes to the UK pretty quickly, and China's quite a long way from the UK, I believe. Yeah, DHL, you're spending about $20 or $30 though on that, aren't you, Darren? Yeah. Goober, we'll be alright, mate. They'll come. I spoke to my vendor the other day, the UK shop. I think it was Vapors. Can't think of what it's called, Vapor Clouds or something like that, .co.uk. My Own Boy OC, I phoned them up last Tuesday. They said that there was a public holiday again in China, but I had a look and I don't think there is. I think it's something else which is holding it up. But they said they should be being dispatched to them this coming Monday. So he said it should be in by Wednesday, and then they'll dispatch it out to us in the UK. See you later, Ricardo. Nice to see you, brother. Thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it, brother. All right, you used to be a tester, did you? For UD RTAs. Oh, that's interesting, Darren. But you, you basically weren't a reviewer, so you told them what was good and what was bad, yeah? Northern Ontario. Nice one, Datalus. I have been to Canada, but it was Newfoundland, St. John's in Newfoundland, which is on the East Coast, the island, basically, isn't it, on the East Coast there. Lovely place. Love the people over there. Tubed in UK, MF Vape, that RDA you're on now with the blue drip tip. When is the review? I've only had this a few days, this Stage Vape Venus, this one is Datalus. No, tubed in UK even. Here's the box it comes in. This is, I find it's best for your squonking, because it's not got the deepest juice well, but the squonk function works brilliantly. The review will be coming up on this. It's not going to be for a week or two because, like I say, I've got those other reviews that will be coming out. But hopefully maybe 2 weeks' time, maybe over a week, I might be able to get one out next weekend or so. I don't know. We'll have to watch this space on that one. But yeah, as a first impressions, thoroughly enjoying this one, mate. It's really nice, flavourful RDA. My pilot call, you're from Ontario too. Another Canadian buddy in the house. You're patient, Goober. That's a good job with that own boy OC squonker, isn't it, mate? Yeah, this Venus RDA, really good flavour. Right, another good, if you like your mouth to lung vaping, guys, and you want to vape below like 40 watts or something, I know you can, it's not going to be mouth to lung, anything under 20. This Asmodus Colossal, it's a lovely little single 18650 little device, this one. It's really well built, good paintwork on it. And it's just, it hits really well. Love it. Doggy style on here at the moment. That's about 14.5 watts. So I just put that extra 0.5 on it just because I could. Who's Damien? Is there a Damien in the house, or is that another predictive texting tubed in UK? Oh, it's Damien. That's your name, bro, is it? Nice to see you, pal. I won't remember this, you know that. I'll be calling you tubes in UK all night now, especially after a couple of ciders. But thanks for seeing the question I asked earlier on, buddy. Cheers. Right, who's asking that? Michael. Since I've never tried DNA or Yeehee boards worth the money. I've not tried a Yeehee, but they're renowned, really good boards. I've got a DNA board in this drone. So I totally think it's worth the money, because if you want an accurate ohm reader for your core burning, I strongly recommend getting a DNA board or a Yeehee board, because you know what ohms you're getting are actually correct. But this Modus one's quite an accurate reader as well. But some of the other ones, they're good, like the Geek Vape one and stuff, but I always double check my resistance on the DNA to get an accurate reading. And that one does fire below 0.1 ohms as well, which is good, because when you get some of these big fuse Claptons or staged or staggered fuse Claptons, stuff like that, sometimes when you first buy them, before you bed them in, they might read like 0.08 ohms, but after you've bedded them in, they go up to 0.1 or 0.11. So it's good to have a mod that can actually bed them in, because you're not necessarily vaping it at 0.00007 or 07 or 08, but once it's bedded in, it usually does bring the resistance up slightly. So yeah, a DNA board is good because they do fire very low. Sub vapes, you go, mate. Nice to see you. Thanks for tuning in for that. I really appreciate it, brother. Cheers for your input today. Cheers, Stuart. See you later, brother. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate your support as always, mate. Right, people are disappearing now, so is it time to call it shut up shop? Momo Pilot Call, opinion on the Aspire Breeze. I haven't got that one, but I like the look of it. It's a nice little starter kit, isn't it? It takes the, I think, is it the Joytech coils? No, it's the Aspire coils. I can't remember what they call them now. Got the Grim Green MyPod here. This is another starter kit. It's £45. It's a little bit overpriced in my book. This device, on my review, you'll see that I haven't given a brilliant review, but it's okay if you do short little pulls, but otherwise I was getting burnt taste. Cheers, Michael. You off, brother. See you later, mate. Thanks for popping into the channel. I appreciate it, brother. And remember the giveaway, folks. Like, watch the video back, place a comment down below, make sure you're a subscriber and like the video, and you're in the chance to win those little goodies that I mentioned earlier. Little overpowered, the Yeehee balls, are they, Darren? Right, have we still got Tam in the house? Come on, let's have some entertainment then. If we're going to carry on going, I think we should give it another 10 minutes, 10:30. Let's have some more questions and stuff. If anyone else wants to go to the lavatory or anything, please do so. I won't normally be going on this song. It's just basically my second live feed, so I thought I'd just have a nice chat with you all. Right, Momo Pilot Call. You obviously missed it when I was talking about the giveaway, mate. I have mentioned it twice already on the video, but as you've asked, when I've uploaded this video, when it's we finish the stream, which I should do shortly, you've got to put a comment down below, and you must be a subscriber to the channel, like the video, and tell me what your favourite setup is, whether it be a pod system, a mod and an RDA or an RTA or a sub-ohm tank, and your favourite e-liquid, and post that down below. But please don't give more than one comment because it upsets the YouTube random comment picker. So I will probably be disqualifying people who've done more than one comment. But yeah, so I've only announced this on this live feed. I'm not advertising this because this is a thank you to all the 300 subscribers plus that I've got out there. So what I am giving away though, we've got a 4-bay charger here, and it does your 18650s, 2700s and 21700s. We've got a TF V8 Baby Beast with 1 spare coil. We have a Pulse BF 22 squonk atomizer, and we have the Nixon by Gas Mods, an RDTA for you. And a little token, we've got an MF Vape t-shirt and the MF Vape pen for you, the little branding on there. So yeah, the question is just to leave the one comment, your favourite setup and your favourite juice. All right, what's your name again? Momo Pilot Jobby? Pilot Cool? Do I have a temperature control vape? No. I have tried it and I can't get on with it. I won't use nickel wire for a start. I have tried it and it gave me a sore throat. But I use stainless steel, but I prefer it in wattage mode personally. I don't care for all the faffing about, because if you get a decent core and it wicks properly, I don't think you need temperature control. And I know there's going to be a big argument for it, But I find that the flavour pops, like when you let the wattage ramp up gradually by itself. That's just personal opinion. And I just can't be faffing around with the temperature control. It's too much of a pain in the arse for me. That's all right, Momo Pilot. Cool. Anytime, brother. Right, any other questions out there, guys? Are you sober, are you, Tam? I can't believe that for a minute, mate. Been up in Bonnie, Scotland there. OBS, Chris to dual core, by the way, on the blade. Yeah, Datalus, you're another one that don't like temperature control. It's a good thing. I know there's a lot of people out there that swear by it, especially mouth to lung vapors. They might use, whatever. I've seen lots of comments on it. If you enjoy it, then fair play, do it. But I don't like it. I prefer wattage. It's much easier. I prefer using my double barrel normally. Straight wattage, it hits like a train. I love it. Stainless steel or nichrome or canthal wire, can't beat it, in my personal opinion. I'm going at 10:30, darling. I shed loads of vino last night. Right, 14 people watching. We're on the slow decline now, so it should be wrapping it up. It's really good to see you all tonight. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Thanks for tuning in. Any last minute questions? Come on, we've got 7 minutes left. Yeah, Darren, stainless steel with preheat. I'm sure if you've got the time to work it all out, mate, I'm not dissing temperature control. I'm just saying it doesn't really work for me. And that replay mod, that paranormal, isn't it? The 167 or the 250 chip. Does it actually go up to 250, that one? If you've got the time to work it out, I just haven't really had a vape that I've been totally satisfied with. But that's my ignorance. But there you go. I've got other things going on, so. Are you off, are you? Momo Pilot, cool. Thanks, mate. Thanks for tuning in from Canada. Fucking respect, brother. See you later, dude. Yeah, Darren, I'm gutted about that Concorde because I really was watching that for a couple of weeks and then it sold out. So I will definitely buy one of those if I see it. And the other thing with these SXK clones, they do get some views on the channel as well, which is good. Like the Air Labs had a few hundred views now as well. The Radius, the Supersonic, they just knock them out of the park, mate. Those SXK clones are fucking spot on. Cheers, tuned in, Luke 8. Damien, wasn't it? See, I did remember after all. You're off, brother. Thanks for tuning in. Big thumbs up, mate. Remember the giveaway as well. Yeah, UK Andy, you could experiment. If you've got a lot of time in your hands, experiment with it. I did try because, you know me, I like to fiddle around with things. And I did, believe you me, I've tried nickel, I tried all sorts. But I just was finding I wasn't getting the required hits from temperature control. Maybe it'd be better with higher nicotine, I don't know. Yeah, that's what I thought, Darren. The 250 is the 3-cell. I just thought they worked out a way of getting 250 with two cells for a minute. It's basically going to be similar to the drone chip though, but you've just got all those extra temperature control features, isn't it? Thanks, Scuba. Are you off, son? If you are, look forward to tomorrow night. Fucking hell, I'll probably be doing it another 3 hours tomorrow. No, let's make it a shorter one tomorrow, eh, guy? Right, we've got 4 minutes left according to my clock. This doggy style is a good little mouth-along RTA. Very forgiving with the wick in. Just chuck your cord in there, put the wick in there. And it's got a nice vape as well. It's not as finicky as the K-Fun. You have to piss around with juice flow control and stuff like that. So yeah, the doggy style will be getting the review very shortly. Right, big difference in materials and cores if you don't use temperature control. Well, you need to do your research on this one, Michael. I just know what I know. With stainless steel, I find you get a crisper flavour, and apparently it does ramp up quicker. But I always thought that nichrome ramped up quicker, which is your Ni80 cores, and that's what I tend to rock in a lot of my dual core RDAs. But stainless steel gives very good flavour. So the two wire types that I use are nichrome 80 and stainless steel. And Canthal in my K-Fun Prime with a single microcore gives me spot on flavour. And I tried stainless steel in that. But because you get slightly lower resistance with stainless steel, I prefer to rock it about 1 ohm to 1.4 ohm, the little mouth-along RTA, I should say. But I think the man you want to ask is on the chat, Darren123. He'll give you some more in-depth information on your different wire types. But nickel, which is Ni200, you can only use that in temperature control, because if you end up heating up too much, it can release chemicals which I believe are bad for your health. And there's also titanium, which I wouldn't trust with a barge pole, from what I've read, because it can oxidize and produce all sorts of nasties. But Darren123 is the man if you want your technical information. So fire away, Darren. Right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you ever so much for watching. I really do appreciate all of your support. It means the world to me, and for your continued support in my channel. You know, without you guys, I wouldn't be doing this. So, like, you know, give yourself a big thumbs up from me. 2 thumbs up even. Please check out the giveaway information that I described earlier. There's all those goodies there for you. I'll be posting it to wherever in the world, so don't worry about that. And yeah, until next time, I've got another review coming up for you, probably on Monday. But that is it, guys. So it's now time to say au revoir. Okay, see you later then. Cheerio.
action, but not now. I'll see you later. Don't worry about it.
Right time, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Right.
Quick, I want to give you some pump.